So I have this is the first batch. A lot of these are ones that have basically come in from other places, from GitHub, from the Mac admin Slack, from other websites. How do I configure XYZ with a configuration profile? So the main ones that are probably important to you guys are the TCC, or transparency consent control, something like that, profiles that give the various agents that we install on those Macs permission to do their work. So the N-Central agent needs access to Apple events and full disk and a few other things. The RMM agent does the same. It also adds in the ability to send and pop up those notifications that say, oh, there's a software update, that sort of thing. We also have profiles that we deploy automatically when you enroll, and that includes Sentinel-1, Managed AV, Take Control, as well as N-Central and RMM's agents. But if you're using a different MDM, you can deploy these manually. In addition, I've got some sample configurations here that will prevent users from installing the latest beta version of Ventura, which is important because that breaks a lot of things. Same thing with delaying software updates, so they don't come in on day 1 or day 0 with maybe a bug. You can delay that. Right now, I think the delay that I've built into this is 14 days. Let me open that up. All right. So the application I'm using here is called Profile Creator. It's available on GitHub. Just look for Profile Creator, all one word. The other one that might be of use to a lot of people is called iMazing Profile Editor. There is a Mac version and a Windows version of the iMazing editor. So if you're doing these on a Windows machine, you can stay where you're more comfortable and then deploy them with ADM. So the profile here, for instance, has an update delay of 14 days, and I can set that to whatever number of days I want. If I want it to be 3 or 7, if I'm being on the less cautious side, or 30 if I'm being on the really cautious side. And then we've got so this is the actual XML of it, but what it does is, that's the only thing that the only box that it checks is to force a delay from automatic updates. So it will wait until those updates have been available for 14 days or 30 days or whatever. And then there's a bunch of others here for Office 365, and then some onboarding things like, we can skip over iCloud. We don't need the 32 bits, 32-bit applications are incompatible warning anymore, that sort of stuff. So like I said, this is the first batch, and I'm putting those up today, and they will be in the automation cookbook probably in a couple of hours after I get off of the call and write up the actual information for them. As a quick sidebar, when you enroll a new Mac in Apple Device Management, that enrollment process does bring along with it profiles for permissions, granting permissions to the RMM agent, the N-Central agent, Cove Data Protection agent, the EDR, and Managed AV. And I think if I've forgotten any, I apologize, but those are all automatically pushed over whether you are enrolled in them or not. So, sorry, not whether or not you are using them or not, so that when you turn on that feature, say in your dashboard, and go to oh, I want to turn on managed AV, then managed AV just starts working, and you don't have to then configure the permissions and things for managed AV or for take control, things like that, after the fact. So those are already sort of pre-staged and ready to go, and we'll be adding more of those as we as we tweak things and add more integrations and that sort of thing.